Hello everyone, my name is Matt Scorpion and welcome back to another This Week in Destiny. So, because it is the first one of a new season, generally it's, in terms of spoilers or details, it's rather light. It's mainly a recap. So getting into the first thing, obviously, the Final Shape release update that has happened. So if you want more details about how that changed, they do have a link here for the article. Then, of course, they also have a link from the Joe Blackburn update, who also covered new things regarding that update. Then the basics to Season of the Wish and its launch article. Basically, there's going to be new weekly missions, new seasonal activity of Riven's Lair, the new amazing Destiny collaboration with The Witcher, the new Season Pass rewards, new artifact mods, new dungeon, Dragon's Breath returns, weapon armor updates, and more. Of course, a full article you can read there if you wish to know. Then the Crucible playlist stuff. So basically, if you've noticed that the Crucible playlist options are a little bit different, and there is a few changes they are going to be keeping track of and wanted to clarify in the future. So change number 1 will be that control will be a selectable mode when modifiers like Sparrow control are featured. So if you hate Sparrows or don't want to deal with it, you don't have to play it. Momentum control will not be featured over the main Crucible mode, or main control mode, it will instead cycle through the quick play rotator, and checkmate control will only be featured as the main control node for the first 5 weeks of the season, after which you can find in the checkmate labs. So basically, they're aware that people don't want to play only checkmate, and the initial stuff, they are aware the 6v6 quick play rotator is quite loaded with modes. They're trying to limit that just to keep matchmaking down and everything like that. Then Fireteam Finder, if you don't know, it is actually active. If you look at your roster, there is going to be 2 bricks right beneath your name. It will be the invite players and then find a Fireteam. The raid stress test will begin on November 30th, which is actually this day, so it's already been going. The beta period begins in December, pending stress test results, and the full release is going to be targeted for late January. So if you want to try and go for it while you can, do it and see how well it works out. And then next week is the Iron Banner Tribute, which, if you want to know what Iron Banner Tribute is, think of it like a game mode from Call of Duty if you played it. Essentially, anytime a player is defeated, they'll drop a crest, and you will hold all the crests, and you have to bank it all, and you bank your crests at a specific bank point all at once. So think Control, except you have to grab points off of players and deposit them on your points. And if you actually bank a lot at once, you can trigger a hunt phase, which activates a special tribute station and increases the value of all crests deposited for 1 minute of glorious chaotic gameplay. Take care, as Guardians aren't the only thing guarding these high-value tribute stations. Kaido will be watching. So, expect more turrets. And as well, starting on Tuesday, Saladin will begin selling Iron Banner armor ornaments from previous years, specifically years 1 and 2, while Iron Banner is active, so you can finally complete collections in case you wanted to. And the elusive Iron Symmetry, I feel like that was misspelled, maybe Symmetry, set will also return as the base set at long last, with the Iron Companion set from the past year will be moving to Legacy Focusing. Time to put those Iron Banner engrams to work, and as well, Iron Banana Ornament. Then, of course, new dungeon. This is the thing that everyone is kind of excited about. Warlord's Ruin will launch at 9 a.m. Pacific on December 1st, essentially noon on Friday of this week. So if you want to go for it, do your best to try, solo or otherwise, and the final encounter will be difficulty set at 1810, so make sure you have your max gear. Then, on that same note, a little schedule up and coming. Warlord's Ruin launches on the 1st this Friday. Iron Banner starts the next following Tuesday. The Dawning will start 2 weeks... Is that 2 weeks? No. 1 week after that, so from Iron Banner will be getting the Dawning quite early. Grandmasters will begin the following week after the Dawning begins. Crucible Labs will have Checkmate Countdown Rush a week after that, so the third week of the Dawning. And then immediately after the Dawning ends, we're going to be going into another Iron Banner. And immediately after Iron Banner ends, 2 weeks after that, then we get Checkmate Clash for Crucible Labs. And then after that week, we'll be getting another Iron Banner. Now, I'm just going to say this out front. This is the Iron Banners for 3 per season, but I hope they have more planned for the laters of the between season, because obviously with a longer season, you're going to need more Iron Banners. But with that as well, Spire of Savathun savings. So if you're interested in Black Friday offers, take advantages of sale items up to 50%, as well as reduced shipping rates in the 48 states that is not, or how do I say that? The mainland United States, as well as the EU and UK. Bungie Store's biggest sale of the year ends Friday at 8:59 p.m. Pacific, so get your stuff while you can. And the player support report. So facts for Final Shape delay. For those who have questions regarding their pre-order of Final Shape, associated pre-order items, and Collector's Edition, please do the facts. If you don't know, some people, or maybe a lot of people, were actually un-pre-ordered. So if you still had yours even after all the stuff, you might not have it pre-ordered anymore. So if any of your pre-order items disappear, you're going to have to go ahead and do it again. Then, previous Season Pass rewards. Players can claim their Season Pass rank rewards on their previous and current Season Pass page. Players need to click their platform ID and then click it again for Season Pass to load correctly. Access to Season Pass rewards is only available for 2 seasons, the season they appeared in and the next season. So basically, if you want to clear out anything from last season, Season of the Witch, go for it. You cannot take anything from Season of the Deep, though. Then some known issues. There's quite a few of them. Season of the Witch's Arcana cards incorrectly say they expire at the end of Season 22 instead of the end of Season 23. Some new players may be unable to spawn in the Tower Hangar when trying to complete a Guardian Rises quest. This issue should be resolved in a next week's update. When the full auto melee setting is on, glaives will almost always melee twice. Players are receiving bird error and high combatant density activities when using builds that are able to kill combatants at high volumes within a short amount of time. So people are getting error coded for ad clearing the ads. Interesting. We're still investigating the issue where players are unable to correctly complete the All for One challenge in Crota's End. Some emojis in the Fireteam Finder will be unavailable on certain platforms when the beta test launches. The Deconstruct perk does not properly refund ammo and fusion rifles. The offering to the Oracle is unable to be turned into the Oracle engine. Checkmate Control does not reward weekly challenge progress. Rewards aren't consistently dropping for players completing Riven's Lair or the Coil Season activities. The Belisarius D Pulse Rifle is not being rewarded for players who complete their competitive Crucible placement matches. The Starbaker title is no longer available from the Dawning event. Festival of Lost quests are still appearing for some players. Some rocket launchers no longer appear in the preview screen. I noticed that when I tried to preview Apex Predator. The new dungeon and seasonal armor sets appear in player appearance screens even when not unlocked, and ghost activity mods use placeholder icons. So lots of issues there, but then again, it is a new season. Usually there is abundance of them, and they usually get into fixing them within a few weeks. And from that, we have, of course, movie and arts of the week, which this art of the week, I love the idea. Essentially the Fallen Nightmare version of Saint 14 doing the spawn camping of Savathûn. And awesome idea. With that, that is pretty much the end of the TWID. But regardless, I actually want to take notice of something as well. Bungie has already done some quick responses they didn't show here. Basically, they're hearing feedback, and they've changed a few things, even though I don't know why people are so angry about it, but like the starter pack that was on the Steam store, that is no longer there, even though it was a $15 starter pack that every single MMO game has. So, meh. But at the same time, there's a variety of other things, like obviously concern for the Crucible matches and everything else, and various other things. They have talked about it. I think they were talking about it on the Bungie Help, or the Destiny 2 The Team sites, or social media things. So if you want to keep track of that, be sure to check them out on their pages. With that, my name is Matt Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.